This Roslynn back. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, just thank you so much for the support. Being able to know that we are all kind of like going through almost the same thing at the same time. It sounds so crazy, but just being able to know you're not alone in your situations of change and elevation. There's other people who are experiencing the same thing. So we can just send support and vibes towards each other. Hey, it'd be all gravy. So, with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you are comfortable enough, please drop me a line or two. I would love a chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback of the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the video is very uplifting to you or gives you good vibes or, information or uplift that you would love to share with the loved one, family, or friend, or even a fellow empath going through trying times and they need spiritual guidance or just need confirmation or validation towards life purposes and soul paths, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Excuse me, y'all. And thank you so much for the support. And I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And today, the music I'm listening to in the background is called Open the Portal of Miracles in Your Life. 888 hertz, 888, it's a good number. Wealth Abundance, 444 hertz, angelic healing therapy. And I will post that link in the description box below. And my video is about Twin Flame 101. Heyoka's rock bottom experiences is the cliffhanger to your elevation. Boy, if that ain't so true. There's a lot of times we're all going through so many different situations, so many different circumstances where, it just seems like sometimes you feel like you have done 5 paces ahead and then it just takes that one sneeze of a mistake and makes you feel like you're 20 paces back. And a lot of times, situations occur in our lives for us to learn those value of lessons that's being presented to us. Learns what is the certain situations trying to, teach you. A lot of times, things will start falling left and right, left and right out of your life. With me and my situation, and all these things first started with me. Lost my job. Um, then, bad breakup, family just, straight just decepted you, just straight to the left. And then on top of that, loved one passed all at the same time. And I was like, you know what? It can't get worse than this. Yes, it is. And the people that you thought they were your friends was not. All these different things are, you know, goes on in your life where you just like, it can't get any worse than this. It's like, what else can go wrong? And you never should say that, about certain situations that you're going through. But a lot of times we have to be going to that very rock bottom to where it feels like our whole lives are falling apart in every direction. And there's a lot of people that are going through it that cannot handle it. It just seems like all of us are going through, like, it's like a domino effect, like your life feels like it's falling apart. you know um, friends and family become strangers. You trying to find a job that you can actually level your life off with. And there's a lot of folks that's going through that. I don't know, it was like a couple of months ago, it was like, God, dog, Rosin, you're so true. It just sounds like when you go through your spiritual awakening, the job that you had before doesn't even, you look at everything different now. You're seeing things at a different level, in a different way, a different angle. All these different things had to go into your life. And isn't anybody ever seen like action-packed movies? It is, your life is the same way, because you just, it's like Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. You feel like you're doomed from the womb. I always told people that. I said when it comes to us empaths, it felt like we weren't even in the world like 5 minutes yet before that cold, that cold air hit your behind, and the next thing you know, you end up feeling something like that, and you're like, what else can go wrong in my life, but it's just like you have to learn from those times of darkness. You have to learn from those times of sorrow. Being able to see the truth at times, a lot of times I always go, it's better to be hurt with the truth than be hurt with the lie. And I mean, sometimes you don't know which one's more hurtful, the truth or the lie, but it all comes in the same equation. At least but all the different things happen in our lives to teach us very valuable lessons. Even when I'm going through my situations, it's just like, when you're going down to rock bottom, that means you don't have that slingshot, because I always feel like you're being pulled back, and you're in that slingshot to get to what you truly want in your life, to experience the best in life. You start seeing people around you just getting blessings left and right. And it can be hard, to see that when you've been working hard for your own, but you have to also understand too, everybody's journey is different, and a lot of times when universe and God wants you to wait is because you're bringing something far more fierce into the world of abundance in your life. There's so many people that I've met recently that went through homelessness, abandonment, all these different things were going on where, I mean, it just felt like my heart was breaking for them. And I really wish I could have did a lot more than what I was. And it's like, sometimes, shoot, I'm broke. I can't even pay attention. That's one thing I can't even pay for. But, it's just like all these different things, you want to be able to save the world, but you have to be able to save yourself to save the world. You can't be a wounded warrior and thinking you're about to, come up at all these different things. You had to go through these, catch these fades. What do you want to call them? Take an L a lot of times for you to understand. You knew what that felt like. You wanted a hunger for success, a hunger for overcoming whatever's been placed on you, hunger from healing, and it's a lot of times that takes you on that adventure to know yourself at a deeper level. Be guided towards the signs that universe is sending you to connect with people that you're helping, but you're helping yourself at the same time, because there's so many times people connect with me and I'm sitting up here having these concerns in my mind about certain things, and it just so happens somebody will come in my life and it's just like, I'm trying, sometimes I back up and I wait for a minute before I reply to people, because I really don't want that type of frequency. If I got overwhelming frequency coming on in my life, it's just like I said, when it comes to us, we're all like an open pore. You get all frequencies in all type of ways. And like I said, anytime if I'm feeling in my feelings, if I'm upset, I'm pissed off, I'm not about to do no videos. I just don't. They were like, Rosa, because I know around this time last year, I took a whole month off because I had to find myself. I had to heal myself in so many different directions. When I say ascension really kicked my butt, Kundalini really kicked my butt. If y'all go back into the videos around this time last year, there's one, I forgot what video I was on, and I mean, you talking about somebody broke out so bad. I mean, from my ankle all the way up to my upper thigh, I had like purple whelps. Like it looked like, I don't know, Barney done took butt shots at my legs or something like that, because I had purple bumps all over myself. I'm like, what is this? And come to find out, it was some ascension wrapped up in the side of Kundalini and everything like that. So, I mean, it was deeply rooted that I had to take that time out for myself. They said, work on you. If we're bringing people towards you, you got to work on you first, because you're a little bit shaky. So I had to go ahead and work on me. And I mean, I had people thinking, Rosalind, what happened? I need you. I need me too. So I mean, before I can help you with your situation, let me help me with mine. Because if you mess around with me while I'm shaky like this, you might go somewhere you ain't trying to go. It'll be worse off than where you at now. So, I had to be able to work on myself on so many different levels, and I can appreciate myself being at rock bottom, because that feeling, I never want to feel that feeling again. And it's just like when I look at everything connects. You know what it feels like to be lonely. You know what it feels like to be sad. You know what it feels like to just have people abandon you. So all these experiences that you're currently dealing with wrapped up in one little nice stormy boat, is allowing you to learn from all these different situations that you've been placed in. They want you to learn on a deep level, not for you to, feel like, oh, everybody's the same, or no, I can't trust anybody. It's not about that, but they want you to be able to work on yourself, because now a lot of us are at that point where a lot of times your intuition is guiding you to where you what you need to be placing your energy in. A lot of times you have to be able to allow yourself to hear, your intuition. Some people are like, I can't tell between my ego and my my intuition. I said your ego is going to say everything negative. They're not going to say, ego ain't going to say anything good. Darkness is not going to say anything good. And it's just like right now, it's just like a depression epidemic going around. Everybody feels that way. And I mean, it got me yesterday. Like it went da 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 da. I'm like, oh boy, and caught me slipping. And everything that, everything came up. And I was really out of it yesterday. I just didn't want to be bothered, and it wasn't the fact is, I didn't want to talk to anybody, but that's the type of frequency I'm not trying to share with anybody, and I try to help people, and I was very short, not like short, like, not acting like cold. And I didn't want nobody to feel that way, especially if anybody that is watching this video that texted me yesterday. I don't want you to feel like I didn't want to be bothered with you like that. But if I'm going through, a lot of emotions at that time, I'm not trying to talk to anybody because I'm not going to be thinking straight. What energy I'm trying to bring to you might not be good for you at that point in time. You're already going through enough. I was like, hey, let me add a little bit of my drama on top of that. No, I get very short. And it was like yesterday, I slept on and off yesterday because it's like the last few weeks, I haven't really been able to sleep like I want to. And that was like, I felt that. I'm glad I took off that time for myself, because I really had to dive deep, healed some old things that, came to the surface that I, it's just that, and there's a lot of times I had to sit up here and, really sit here and be with oneself and really understand what my situation is guiding me to, what they need me to really learn. What do I need to accept? What things I need to come to terms with? What things do I need to face? Things that I need to back away from. All these different things had me going through that yesterday. And it just seems like, we're all going through it. And I was just like, gosh, it's like about 10, 20 people texting me at one time. And I'm like, I took me a sleep aid. I'm like, this is not the time for me to be talking to you. Because I mean, even if I wanted to, it's like that melatonin kicked in too quick. And I'm like, look, I took me some pain medicine too on top of that. Because it was like my third eye was like everything was sensitive to me. Every room I walked into, it's like the lights start acting all crazy and junk like that. I'm like, okay, let me go in my room and hide in the back cave for a while until I can get myself straight. But it's just like when you're going through that it's like your situation will take you, it'll feel like a cliffhanger. Like you're right at that point where, I'm tired of things going wrong in my life, but you're at that cliff to where you're about to be set up to see if you're ready to fly or somebody need to catch you, and the person that need to catch you is you. you know you have to be able to understand the process that's going on. It's just like when the ego wants to tell you you're going to be in this situation forever. Ego wants to tell you they don't like change. This is not going to ever work. They'll start doing that. Or there's nobody. Things are going to get worse. How are you going to trust something you don't see? And that's where your faith kicks in. You have to be able to understand there's a lot of things you're not going to be able to see. And I was that type of person, living a life like I got to see it to believe it. And a lot of times the faith is going on, the blessings you have, a lot of times you're not able to see that. You don't want you to see it coming, because then you're never going to learn. You'll be too determined. It's just like so many people I admire, and they told their life stories, and they said the things that they have experienced in life, homelessness, being molested, um, people that you're adopted and you're put in the worst foster homes, or people abandon you, all these different things, and they end up being the most successful people, helping out other people because they experience these hardcore things, and they want to be able to be that pillar of truth that we need to hear. That yes, you might have a sucky life. Yes, you might have had where you felt like you weren't going to never step out the storm. You've been catching L's left and right, left and right. It's like drama around every corner. You can't even blink without it saying hello, hi. It's there. You had to go through those experiences, and they did too. And it was just a lot of people that I've been, I'll watch their videos and, see the things that they went through. And I mean, it was like I was crying, but that was a blessing to be able to see that. A lot of times people can go further than they imagine when they've been at rock bottom, because they never want to feel that way again. They never want to be, at that level to where you don't understand if you're coming or going, or you're just falling the hell apart. They've been through that, and they always thought, am I going to keep going through this? It just seems like it's getting worse before it can get better. And a lot of times it has to do that for you, for that situation, for you to be able to get the gist of what they're trying to teach you, you know. And a lot of times we feel like we need somebody physical to tell us everything's going to be okay. But then you have your spirit guides is leading you. But a lot of times we choose to do halfway of what they told us to do, and then do what we want to do at that same time. And you're wondering why things is not working right, because you didn't do exactly what they told you to do. When they tell you to do something like this, they're guiding you, they're telling you this for a reason. And a lot of times I get upset, and then I get more upset with myself because I was upset. I'm like, why are you mad? Stop getting mad about this. There's nothing you can change. You're keeping yourself from your blessings, when they just tell you to want to let it go, because it's just a lot of beautiful things are about to, come in your life. But it can't come in there if you're still focused on things that you should have part ways with a long time ago. And I mean, I appreciate that on so many angles. I appreciate that, because it's just like the situation I'm in now. And then, I've been ready to get up out of this situation, but then I also see it as a blessing in disguise as well, because it lets me know my determination. I used to be quick to want to walk off from things if if I didn't see that this was too much work. And a lot of times you got to put that too much work in for it to work. You can't wait, you can't think that things are going to be handed to you, something's going to fall into your lap. You have to be able to, just because they tell you the sign is coming, that better things are going, that doesn't mean you need to sit there and wait for it. That means you got to keep on your grind, keep going harder, keep pushing yourself out that comfort zone. There's a lot of times I didn't feel like I wanted to do videos today because I felt still in my feelings a little bit. And I said, you know what? If this ain't elevating you, or this ain't making you happy, you get up out of that funky mood. And anybody who knows what dealing with depression is, you don't want to do nothing. You're not motivated to do anything. You just want to sit there and soak and be with you and your feelings. And I'm just like, what is that going to serve? Okay, I'll wait. What is that going to do? So make you more mad about being in a situation. But if you're not putting in your work to get out of that situation, that's all on you. A lot of times we don't get our blessings because it's because of what we did. A lot of times you can do that. Yes, there are certain people that's probably, had their little hand in the cookie jar of your blessings. But a lot of times it's the way we focus on things, how we speak about ourselves and towards the universe about certain things, how we're focused on the situation we're in, what energy we putting in something when we should have put it in something else. Those things happen, and it's just like, yeah, it sucks to be in the situations you're in. But if you're not focusing on your come up, and you're steady focusing on that out that you're not focusing on your come up and your blessings that are coming in your way, but you're focused on everything that you don't have, or the situation you're in. And a lot of times you have to be able to understand, this is the only way we could have taught you anything. These are the only things, these are the way you had to learn. A lot of times we have to learn the hard way to be able to benefit to what's coming around that corner. Because a lot of times, I get mad if you look in the universe side eye, because you be sitting up here telling me my gifts are right around the corner. I'll say, is it right around the corner like the next street, or is that right around the corner on the other side of the world? Which corner you talk about? Is it two blocks down, or is it 2,000 blocks down? It's just that you have to be able to do that, and not keep getting up every day. Is today going to be the day? Because see, they always tell you divine timing. Because when you're focusing on healing, when you're focusing on elevating yourself, get out that rut. It's just like, it's easy to sit there and sulk and put a pity party in for yourself and want to seek attention from people. That's easy. And there'll be more talking about you half of the time. Like, You know what? I'm so tired of them living like that. I know people that way. And I'm just like, if that's what you're focusing on, that's why I hate when I do that to myself. And I said, you know what? You need to get up out of this funk because it ain't going to do nothing except add more stress to you than you clearly want. So, I mean, I love what I do. I love to be able to, voice the experiences I have and the things that I'm going through, but also being grateful for the things that I'm going through as well. Because it's like, I don't like this situation, but guess what? As soon as I get out of this, I'm going to make sure highway to no highway that I don't ever go back to that part again. Because once you get blessings and you get all up in your stuff, like my mama said, you think your boo boo don't stink, don't do that. You like, cause as soon as you do that, God like, oh, you ain't grateful about the things we gave you. All right, let me snatch it back. Cause I don't seen so many, celebrities and stuff like that. You don't hear nothing else from them no more because they took, they were probably on example, smelled themselves too much, thought they were better than other people. And next thing you know, okay, things start going out. Next thing you know, you at rock bottom, right back where you were. That's why I'm so determined. I said I want to be better than I was yesterday. That's the only person I'm competing against. Self competition. That's the only person I'm competing against. The self I was yesterday, self I was 2 minutes ago. All those different things that go on in my life, and I appreciate what I went through. I appreciate the people that abandoned me. I appreciate the people that cheated on me. I appreciate the people that just did me all dirty because I never want to be like them. I appreciate them because they allowed me to see my character within myself that I held. That I could say, you know what? Maybe that was good for me to learn because that let me know just because you did that doesn't make I don't. And sometimes we feel stupid when we didn't see stuff like that. Don't ever blame yourself for stuff like that because a lot of times that's that person's karma. That was that person's karma. They supposed to do stuff like that, you know. And then when push come to shove, when you finally get your blessing, they're gonna be mad as hell that they did you like that because you never know. There's so many people I've done things for above and beyond, and I mean I used to sit in my feelings and say I would have never did them that way, and they did this to me. That was the most hurtful thing, because it's just like if you're hungry and I got food, you're gonna eat. I'm like, hey, come on over. There's so many people I've did that way and didn't look for anything in return. They were like, well, I want to, don't mess up my blessing like that. I pray it forward. Don't you ain't got to give me nothing back. And even when people here I talk to, I'm like, no, I don't want anything. I'm doing this. I'm not looking for nothing in return. And a lot of times we say that because you're so used to people when they do something for you, they're automatically respecting, oh, I'll do it if what am I gonna get out of this? And a lot of times I mean, it shouldn't be that way. But it's people that are out there like that. If they're not reaping a benefit off of it, not shoot, I got folks around there, real close to me that, reflected that to me. But I appreciate those people because it allowed me to strengthen myself. There's times that when that happened too much back to back to back, that was just my lesson learned. But then it got to that point and made me want to not help people just because of situations like that. But then I said, you know what? That's not what everybody's intentions is. But when you see that flag coming up, you need to just part ways. Because some people prey on that. It's like empaths got what they think it got an idiot stamp right on your head, like, oh, they too dumb and naive to realize I'm trying to jip them. And a lot of times I'm just like, I'm sorry. And it's hard to say no at times, but you have to do that when your intuition's telling you don't engage in that. Keep on going because they don't have the good intentions for you. They don't have your best interests at heart. And so it's just like being in that dark time, what have you, if you're on that pursuit of healing, you're on that pursuit, don't hold, don't, I'm at that point, like, I'm not holding no grudges against people because everybody played their part on what they need to play in my life for me to get encouraged, for me to grow, for me to get smarter, for me to get wiser, for me to get stronger from those bad times in my life. And I can really appreciate that, because it's just like that made me determine on what I want to do in life, what I need to grow from in life, what I need to heal from. Because I appreciate my winnings and I also appreciate my losses. And you're supposed to do that. Like you pray for people that are on that same intellectual and spiritual level with you. They are there. When you're determined on having positive things in your life, That's the things that start, gravitating towards you. They get all the other people, and whatever you entertain is getting cut out your life, so you can make room for the things that you're going to benefit with. People that are going to encourage you, the people that is going to motivate you. The people are going to be proud of the accomplishment you're making, and not putting speed bumps in your way, or hating on you while you're trying to do something better for your life, or mocking you because of what you're doing for your life. Those are the things that's happening. I'm blessed to have the people in my life that lets me know I ain't on that negative stuff, so I'm good. All the other people that was in my life, and I'm just like, oh my God, you're like sucking all my energy, and I can't deal with that. Just pray for them folks and keep the distance. Because like I said, your rock bottom experiences are going to be that cliffhanger towards your elevation, because you see what that rock bottom made you feel like. You see where it felt like you were drowning on every corner. And if that doesn't make you want to do better for your life and want better for your life, I don't know what the heck will. So you learn from that. Appreciate that. Appreciate your losses. Appreciate your winnings. Appreciate the people that has done everything and up above that you truly didn't deserve. But you also bless and be prayed up of the people that has been there, did opposite of what all those other people didn't do. That shows you character. That gives you more character. Pray for the people that did that to you, because it allowed you to see what you had for yourself that they wanted to try to rob you from. There's a lot of things people do that too, because they don't want you to discover that power that you have within yourself. So allow yourself to discover that through those hard times, because when you get out of that, I'm telling you, ain't nothing you ain't gonna about to do so you can go back down. So I hope that you were able to resonate with the content of this video. I hope y'all had a blessed, safe Turkey Day and was able to, have a good time with the friends and family. I would love to have give a shout out to Roy Donaldson and Angela Tobias. Much love to you as well. If this is your first time towards my channel, welcome. Drop me a line so I can go ahead and give you a post notification shout out. And, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, share, tell people about the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. And I thank you for the support. Know that you are truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And make sure you give out love, light, and prosperity, as well as, positive vibes. You never know, your words, frequency, and vibes can really take somebody a long way. And I'll see you on my next video. Oh, yes, and have a blessed, safe weekend. Be responsible for everything you do. Peace and be wild.